So all these BP 100 packs are pre-configured for 240 volts, as you see here. A couple things can happen with that. So the first thing would be that even if you do have 240 volts incoming from your GFCI breaker. So let's say you have a, like a 40 or 50 amp GFCI breaker feeding this pack here. It's very possible that some of your components are going to be 115 volt, and that's fine. You can still run 115, 120 volt components off of a 240 volt connection. So to do that, you would simply move the white wires relative to that piece of equipment, to that component. So right now, if you see area 3, where it says to area 3, these white wires going to area 3 are determining the voltage. So that's making them 240 volt. So if we were to move those, like we look down here, and it tells you about moving those to, if you see right here, area 1, zoom in there, that would change those specific components to be 120 volts. So even if we had 240 incoming, we could take the white wire here for the pump, and we can move that up to number 1, and that would make that a 120 volt. Same thing with the circ or the other components. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that this entire pack could be configured as entirely 120 or 115 volt, however you'd like to say it. There are several more steps for that though. That is all again going to be on the schematic. So if we look on here, bottom right of the schematic, it is going to tell us, and that's going to be for those setups by the way, it's going to tell us how to configure the entire board, the entire pack for 115, 120. So we're going to do that a couple ways. Obviously, we're going to bring in the GFCI plug right here. We also need to set our J24 jumper, which is going to be right here. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's going to be this white jumper here. So right now it's across those two middle pins. That's making it a 240 volt. We would need 2 of these jumpers. So 2 of them across the pins individually to make it 120. So if we look here, it is showing us how to do that. 2 white jumpers across those pins. It's telling us which dip switches need to be set for the system to be configured as 120. Again, it's showing us what I mentioned about the white wires determining the voltage for the components.